Welcome to part 6 of the Modulus calculator tester and the great modulo calculator. When we left off in part 5, we established 2 calculation methods, and one of the methods, the one that I am highlighting, will be used for 3 different types of modulus calculations, while the first method will just do the basic modulo or modulus arithmetic. So if you're not familiar with the differences, then just stick around. But basically our calculator will be able to do 4 different modulus calculations. So what do we want to get done in this session? Let's get a user menu established, and based on the user input for which type of calculation they want to make using modulus, we will make the appropriate method call. There's a tiny amount of housekeeping that we have to do. We initially save the code that I am highlighting just in case we needed to come back to it, but I think we are at a point where we can move forward. Another housekeeping measure, we can, for this second calculation method, requires 3 inputs. We can say please input the modulo value. And if we see a need to, improve on that, then we will. But I think that's definitely an upgrade. So we need to present a menu. Up here we have welcome to the great modulo calculator. Let's change this print statement to ask the question, what type of modulus calculation would you like to make? What type of modulus calculation would you like to make? And let's start with some asterisks for user menu. We're going to create a rectangle of asterisks. And we will create the shape of a rectangle. So if you want to work ahead, you can build a basic rectangle. Where we will have the choices using, I would say, like a number system. So we will need at least 4 different lines. So let's gut this. The first choice being, and you can vary this because it's just, but if you want to just stay with me, 1 being your modulus arithmetic. basic modulus arithmetic. Two, we can make, and let's see, let's go to our methods. We want this stuff to match up. 2 can be modular addition. Three will be modular multiplication. Yeah, that's like a tongue twister. Modular multiplication. And 4 can be modular subtraction. Let's change 1 to be modular basic modular calculation. I like that one. And always keep track of your asterisks down here. Okay. Now we don't want to call this method yet. We first want to get some user input. So we need user input. And we can bring in a string for this. Even though we see numbers, I'd rather bring that number in as a string. So let's prompt the user, please enter your selection. As you can see, I'm reusing code. Please enter your selection. String select. String select. Scanner in. Next. So let's just do a simple conditional statement for now. If select dot equals 1, then we will call input 1. And if not, we will kick out. This should be input 1. If not, we will kick out and call input 2. Let's see. Let's just do another if statement for now. We can always upgrade the structure of the conditional statement. Copy and paste. Input 2. Let's just go ahead and say 1. This is going to be or. So let's create a nice Boolean expression. And we have now or, and it's definitely going to be 2, 3, or 4. Sorry about that. Now, let's check our parentheses. We definitely have something going on here. Let's go ahead and build. That Boolean expression. Yeah. Okay. We needed parentheses in there, and it was so obvious that it wasn't for me. And we still have work to do. Let's put some scope around the entire Boolean expression. I just want to eliminate that. Illegal start of expression, public static void. We need to end the main method. It had that. What you see means that it was interpreting this as more code to execute is a part of the main. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we have action. Let me pull over the screen. Welcome to the Great Modulo Calculator. What type of modulus calculation would you like to make? So if we enter 1, we should only have to enter 2 numbers. Input the first number, 4 modulus 3, we should get a 1. Okay, cool. Now let's run the other method. Let's pick 2, 3, or 4. We have a new screen. Pull it over. Let's, this should work. Let's try 3. Now this is modular multiplication. So we're going to multiply 2 numbers and then put in a modulus value to do the modulus last. So we'll multiply the first 2 numbers and then we'll modulus the last number. Okay, if that makes sense for you. So we're going to do 4 times 5 modulo 9. That should give us 20 modulo 9. Should give us a 2 at the, that should give us a 2 as a final answer. So 4 times 5, and the modulo value will be 9. We have work to do. Oh, okay. No, I know what's wrong. We need code inside of here. Because right now it's doing modulus addition. Remember, we built this to test it out on modulus addition. Our next step is to send over this number from the user input. We're going to send over select. Or selection, and we'll be waiting on let's call this selection. Since that is select, we will call this one string selection. We'll be waiting on string selection, and based on the selection we will make the appropriate method call. So let's just put in enough code to test it. If selection dot equals 3, then we're going to modulus mod multiply. Let's make sure this is the name of the method. Mod multiply, here it is. Now we're going to go with get answer. Is it 3 for multiply? Get answer 3 for multiply is here. It's answer 2 and expression 2. It should be something different. Let me think about this. You know, let's just go with this, because I remember, you know, going through this, and I was satisfied with it at the time. So let's just call the appropriate method. Let's see if this is working. When we try to put in option 3 and send option 3, to call our mod multiply method. There we go. Let's see how this works. So what type of modulus calculation would you like to make? We want to do modular multiplication. Enter the first number 4, 5, and 9, and then we should get a 2. 4, 5. The modulo value will be 9. There it is. All right. So the first time we did this, we were calling mod addition by default, and we were getting the right answer for mod addition, because 4 plus 5 is 9. Modulo 9 is 0. So, but this time we get our 2. So both the methods are working. Okay. We need to extend the conditional statement and then we can call it a day. Copy, paste, paste. All right, let's make this 2, 3, and 4. Now, let's test this using, we need to adjust the method calls. To call the respective methods. Let's see if a 2 value calls modulus addition. We'll do 4, 5, and 9, which should equal 0. Let's make sure these match. Mod addition, mod multiply, mod subtraction. This is mod subtract. So let's run this a couple times. Four, 5, 9 on modular addition should get us 0. Fantastic. Let's try modular multiplication. Option 3 again. 4, 5, 9 should get us 2. Fantastic. We're good to go here. So we're getting close to something that is respectable. Just to recap, we put in a user menu. We have a user selection going on here. The next upgrade will be to make sure, will be to just, you know, a little bit of validation on the user input. And for validation means we want to check if they input something other than a menu choice, we want to be able to deal with that. So just a little bit of validation, nothing fancy. Down here, if this method receives a selection that is not 2, 3, or 4 for whatever reason, it should not be able to, but we may want to have something just to double check, a fallback, just in case that method gets called without a 2, 3, or 4, even though the purpose of our previous, the previous upgrade I just talked about should eliminate that. Still not a bad idea. So we're going to look to upgrade this. We may even put in an upgrade that will allow this to keep running and making calculations until the user wants to quit. Sometimes, that's a nice touch sometimes. So let's consider that one. But yeah, this is rounding on out. I hope that you enjoyed it. Remember, you probably need to play this at double speed. But yeah, we're good to go here for today. We'll stop here, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you in part 7.